I'm Aaron Kruger. I teach social studies at Central High School in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I am a Milken Educator. The class that was meeting right as we were on our way here, and I had said, I asked a number of people what this was going to be about, and we were kind of chuckling, and I said the only thing I have been able to get out of anybody is that there's supposed to be some inspirational, uplifting message. And we all kind of laughed, and I joked and said, I had said that a really inspirational moment would be just having a good last day of class before a break everyone's kind of ready for. And we all kind of chuckled and moved on with our lesson. And so to sort of had it play out the way it did today, I'm shocked, to say the least. I'm really honored to have been chosen. In the moments leading up to the governor announcing my name, I was getting really excited for one of our staff members because the way that Mr. Gallagher was describing it, and I wasn't really familiar with the foundation, is that it seems like a really big deal. And so I was kind of getting excited and thinking to myself, well, maybe it's Mr. Gephardt from the science department who's doing an amazing job and has for so many years here. And I thought, well, maybe it's Mrs. Eddington, who teaches AP Psych and seminar and research, and does just amazing things with LGBTQ groups, and just one of the most inspiring leaders in our building. And I was like, this is going to be amazing for her. There's other staff members coming to mind, and I was just getting really excited for them. Certain it had to be one of them, and so to hear my name called, I was really floored and really in shock, literal physical shock. Couldn't quite believe it. Hardly could walk up here. So it all got a little gray there in those moments of I couldn't quite believe it was me. I chose education because I experienced a lot of meaningful connections to the teachers in my education, from kindergarten through my senior year of high school. And I saw individuals that were living their lives to its fullest and creating meaningful connections with students and other adults in their lives. And I wanted to live a similarly rich life. It brings me a lot of meaning to have connections with kids who want to understand more about our world, how it's worked in the past, and how they see it play out today. We've worked really hard with our curriculum through our school district and school district staff to be material and coursework that's really connectable to the way our world works now. So really emphasizing a lot of historical context that can make sense of what's happening in our world. So, for example, emphasizing throughout the early 1900s about authoritarianism and aggressive action, and that really plays well into what's happening right now with Russia and Ukraine. And we want students to be able to draw a lot of parallels between the historical context that they've learned about in our class to the world that they can observe and better understand now. I had a business teacher at Scottsbluff High School in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, whose name's Derek Deaver. He was a coach of mine. He was my DECA advisor and also my business teacher. I had another teacher named Mark Moran from Scottsbluff High School who was my geography teacher, and I looked at the way that they made connections with other adults in the building and the way that they met students where they were at and listened and gave advice on academics and activities and just being a good person. And it was those two and others, lots of others, that inspired me to choose to want to do the same thing. There's just been a lot of people along the way that really have challenged me to be reflective on the way I teach and what I teach and how I teach it. Some of those people I just mentioned have really challenged me to think about how do we reach kids, and how do we go beyond just teaching content and teaching skills, but also being role models and trying to inspire kids to do their best and strive to accomplish what they want to accomplish. And whether it's Dr. Newton, who was over here a minute ago, who's an assistant superintendent here, has challenged me over the years. Brian Cox, who won the award back in 2019, I think. Those guys and others have just challenged me to not just accept an okay job in the classroom, but to be as good as I can be every day to try and inspire kids. So I really give a lot of the credit to the people that have pushed me to be as good as I can be.